Hey everyone, Livy here, back with another video. And today I'm keeping it easy because I'm going to be straight up honest and blunt. I am behind on my video creation and also have not been watching as much YouTube just because my month of April has been very chaotic. I'll eventually talk about that in April musings. I'm not doing that now. Today, I want to go over all the decks that I have recently acquired that I think you guys might be interested in knowing I have now. Some of these that you're going to see are decks I might be planning videos for, depending on if you guys leave comments down below for some of them. Some of these I'm just showing you that they have been out for a while, okay? Some of these decks I'm going to show have been out for a while, so it's not like I need to do separate videos. One of these is actually, or is already a video on my channel, which if you can guess, it's part of this mat right here. I guess I'll go over that deck first, but it's not like the oldest recently acquired, if that makes sense. But anyways, first deck I recently acquired, and I'm behind on showing on this channel, the Lighted Window Tarot. Now I did do, because this was a Kickstarter deck. Oof. Yeah, this box is still a little tight. Because this was a recent Kickstarter deck, I did actually do a video of this deck, but I'll just shuffle it to show you. These are the beautiful backs of them. They have this nice like coppery matte edging. And this is a deck that I was interested in because the art was fantastic. But I knew going into it that it was going to be a pip deck. I had seen that some of the cards shown had pips in them, so I was aware. I don't mind it for this deck, though, because the artwork is stunning, okay? I don't even think the lighting right now does this justice, but it is a very beautiful deck. This deck is diverse, okay? It's even age diverse in places when it does show people, because as you can see, these were all pip cards. Like, ooh, I didn't even realize these are upside down. How did that happen? Huh. Anyway, sorry. I don't always read with reversals, so that's why I'm like questioning why I have upside downs. But, like, see, we have, like, people diversity, right? It's just very beautiful, and I like it. The cardstock isn't even actually bad either. I do like the texture of it. Beautiful. It's a nice one. I am debating when I want to use it because it's giving me fall vibes more. But it could also be a late... Oh, how did that happen? What in the world? It could be a late summer deck, too. But I don't know. I'm debating still what I'm going to do with this one. When I'm going to use it. Because I tend to be someone who does feel certain moods, go with certain decks, and then I'll do it that way. But I don't do, like, seasonal... I never show you guys seasonal videos of all that because I explain what decks I use every month for my monthly musings. But anyways, next deck. This is actually the oldest of the most recently acquired. I was behind on. I actually filmed a video for this. Have not put it on YouTube. Let me know if you want a video of it. I don't know if you'll want that video. But this deck in question is an oldie, okay? It's out of print now, sorry. You can actually find it for cheap still, though, if you look around, like, eBay and such. But this deck is called Transforming Dragons. And I talk about it in the video, actually, why I wanted this deck. Basically, the creator, Sonia Cafe, okay? I saw this name. I was originally trying to figure out creators that were Portuguese, right? I was trying to like look for a Portuguese deck. People kept saying she was Portuguese, but then after digging deeper and in looking in this guidebook, no, she's not Portuguese, she's Brazilian. And I want to please state for the internets in the world, Brazilian and Portuguese are not the same thing, Okay, they're not. They are two different cultures. They share one language, and even that language has deviations from it, okay? Brazilian Portuguese, regular mainland Portuguese, completely different. Well, not completely different, but like in sound and slang and stuff, very different. So, anyways, sorry for that tangent. Transforming Dragons. What is this? This is basically an oracle deck. And these are the backs, where every card is a dragon. And these are the weirdest, I swear, these dragons are basically like someone's fever dream. This one especially. Some of these are nightmare fuel. They are very bizarre and they have the weirdest names. And so you might be like, why did I want this? But what's cool about this deck, I will say, is that each of these dragons has this very long page and they're tied to a vice. You can think of them as vices. And it talks about, in this guidebook, how to basically understand the vice, deviate from the vice, and turn it into a treasure, okay? So it's just really funny. I don't know. And the cards are very flexible and unfortunately glossy. I don't like that. They feel awful to the touch. Not gonna lie. I don't know if that's also just because they're old as fuck. I don't know. But yeah, I got myself a hold of these. I am thinking of doing a pick a pile reading using this. So this will be the weirdest one if I did. But yeah, Transforming Dragons. This isn't out of print deck, so I'm not gonna show too much of this. But yeah, these dragons are interesting. And this was an eBay find, by the way. I actually got this for maybe $1. Oh, it doesn't say on the here, but like not dollar, like 20, it was like 20 something dollars, which is not very far off from actually what it used to be worth when you could buy it normally, I guess. But anyways, that's Transforming Dragons. Okay, this next deck I'm going to show is also a deck that I filmed a video for. Haven't uploaded it. That's a common theme, as you can see. Have not done it. But I don't know if I need to at the same time. So, the deck in question is a Journey Tarot. And you might be wondering, why the hell is this deck looking like this? Because this was a Kickstarter deck. Came out not, like, it was actually given to people not that long ago even. And it doesn't look like this normally. Well, that's because on this creator's website, I think his name's Tegan Turner, he was doing misprints of his deck. He said, these are misprinted. The colors, he said the colors are brighter or something. I don't know. They were not what color standards the creator had. And so he sold this instead of for 70 something dollars in US that this deck would have originally been worth. I got this deck for $30. 30. That is 40 something dollars cheaper than this deck is normally worth, okay? Wow, right? That's already an amazing deal. But let's talk about this deck. First off, I have small hands, so this deck is kind of a little bit of a pain. It's stretching in my hands. These are the backs of this misprint, right? They look this color. I don't know if you guys can tell. It has what I would call like pseudo linen finish because it's like got this waffle texture, but it also feels like soft touch matte at the same time. It's really strange. And yeah, it has an okay bend, but it doesn't bend like completely, I guess, for people who would shuffle. I don't. Oh, this deck also came with like a chakra card thing. And then this really interesting yes, no, maybe, ask again cards. I don't know what the point of these were, but anyways. This deck. I was originally interested in this deck when it was on Kickstarter, but I did not have the money at the time to pay that 70 something, so I'm glad I got this for $30. Let me tell you, 30 USD, not bad at all. So as a misprint, I don't know how much this deviates from its original coloring. I guess the colors are brighter. I don't really know. Still a pretty deck. I was originally attracted to this deck because, especially like cards like this, are very storybook-like. And I loved the feel of it. Upon getting it, I haven't used it for a reading yet, so I really don't know. But I, one, am not 100% a fan of nudity when it pops up. Case in point, this card. Like, literally. Not a fan of how it's drawn. You guys know me, though. I'm kind of picky with nudity in decks. But cards like this are very beautiful. So it kind of makes up for it. I don't know. I'm still in a... This deck has a weird vibe. And I don't know if it's because this deck has more Thoth leanings, I guess. That's what the creator said. That I'm just like... Do I 100% care? I don't know. But I do like, as you can see, there's diversity. Different figures, bodies, shapes. Well, not so much bodies, actually. They're mostly on the thin side. But there's age diversity and skin diversity. And yeah, it's interestingly colored in this misprint. Again, I don't know how long this will be in my collection, but I wanted to try out this deck, and getting it as a misprint kind of is, I don't know. It was an easier way to go about it. Let's just say that. But yeah, that's the Journey Tarot. And we're moving on. The next two I'm going to show came in a US Games order because there was a sale on US Games. They were trying to get me. And I thought I was being fucking smart, okay? I'm just going to say, I thought I was being smart. Ordering this. This is the Zodiac Tarot. Now, this tarot deck has been out for a while, okay, as its normal size. Not the tin that just recently came out that I bought. It was a normal size tarot deck, okay? And when I saw that normal size tarot deck, I saw its nasty high gloss cardstock, and I said, ew, no, next, pass. Saw this, thought, oh, well, usually their tarots in a tin are good. They have good cardstock. This should be amazing. This will make it better than the original. But US Games said, haha, bitch, psych, and put the same nasty see that? See the fingerprints? Nasty, high gloss, fingerprint ridden piece of shit cardstock. I am sorry. I'm so mad. They put that same nasty cardstock in their tin deck. Are you kidding me? I was so mad. And I'm just going to shuffle this now because I probably won't do a separate video on this. It would just end up being a complete rant of how mad I am with the fact that this deck has terrible cardstock. Okay? Just completely terrible. Don't like it. I don't understand. They make a tin cardstock when it came to like the White Sage Tarot, Morgan Greer Tarot in a tin. I don't know why they went with this nasty high gloss. It's a travesty. It's an utter travesty. And it made the deck worse for me. Because, yeah, I wanted not to see this glossy effect. I wanted nice, pretty, smooth, matte cardstock. I did not want this. I don't. I'm going to try to use it, but I'm going to be honest with you. Most decks that have high gloss like this don't survive in my collection because I don't like the texture. I don't like it. It's awful. I have sensory issues as someone who's autistic. It's just not a fun time, which is unfortunate because this is a pretty deck otherwise. The artwork and colors in this is why I was like interested in a tin version. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this high gloss. I will say this deck also mostly skews white. There's a couple people of color. one of which has vitiligo, which I thought was nice representation. But yeah, don't know. Just disappointed. I guess that's that's all I can say. Disappointed in this cardstock. Sorry. Not sorry, but it is what it is. Please stop making glossy cardstock. Please. Just everybody stop. I can't with it. Okay? Just cannot. And sorry, the lighting is also getting bad to punctuate my point. Next thing I got from US Games during that sale was this. This is an old deck, I guess. This is Melodies. Basically how this, it goes for, it doesn't say on here. It was very cheap though. It's like maybe 10, 12-ish bucks. I don't remember. Now this deck is very strange because it has high gloss, not as high gloss as the other deck, but still a little, as you can see, a little bit of gloss on one side, this side. And on the other side, this is matte. Very strange contrast. Don't know why they decided to do that. But I have to say the Melodies, yes, I will give it a thumbs up because it works. It has a keyword, says a sentence. It's very simple, but it works. I actually use this once or twice already to almost like a daily oracle pull. And the keywords I got and the sentences that followed were actually very good. So I do like this, but it is very odd. The cardstock choice and decisions made. The only other weird thing with this deck, with the Melodies, because it's really not much to show. I don't know if you guys can tell. It had like a slight weird bow. And still kind of does. Where like the cards go like this. That's the bow. I don't know. It's very strange. But yeah, they came like that. It has a nice magnetic closure box though. Works. And yeah. This Melodies works. But still mad at the Zodiac Tarot. That one can... Well, that one just needs to fix itself. I'm sorry. We need to stop with that. But yeah. Melodies. Okay, I have two more decks I want to show. The first is a deck that I am really debating doing a video on, but I think other people have already done videos, so I don't think it really needs to be done. This is the Heartscapes Tarot. It says it's Scribbleless Limited Partnership. Oops, sorry, we're down there. I got this from Tivada, and I'm apparently number 937. Came with this. Now, also on Tivada, so I guess this is like a second printing of it. It was labeled on their website as Heartscapes Tarot 2 because they had a first printing and that like sold out and then nobody could get it. It was like out of print. But this is what the second edition looks like. They gave me a QR code where I could see the guidebook. So doesn't come with it in the box. And this deck, so far, from what I've seen, is stunning. It has this interesting holographic edging. Cardstock is nice. See? Matte. It looks glossy because I'm shining in the light, but this is actually matte to the touch. Feels nice. Why wasn't the Zodiac Tarot in this cardstock? I don't know. I am thinking... Oh, and it's also in landscape position for those who are wondering. That's why it's like that. I am wondering if I should do a video on this deck, but I don't know because this deck has been out a little while. A few people have it and have done videos. It is beautiful. I love the images. The only other thing about this deck that makes me a little hesitant is I tried to look this up and I couldn't. I was coming into like I don't know. I wasn't able to find it. I don't know why, but I have a weird suspicion that this deck might have been made using AI. And I'll be honest, I am not a supporter of AI, so that also makes me a little hesitant. Even though this deck is stunning, I don't want to support AI. So if it is made with AI, please tell me. I'm going to be a little sad, though. I don't know if that'll mean I use this deck or get rid of it or... not. I really don't know. I hope it was all hand-drawn because the images are beautiful. But yeah, I just don't like what AI is doing to artists, so that's why I don't want to support it. But anyways, getting off that soapbox, yeah, I'm interested in doing a video on this deck, but holding off on that for now. It is still in order, as you can see, because if I do a video, I will flip through and actually give my thoughts, but I have examined it. The backs are also beautiful, like the clouds. But yeah, that is the Heartscape Tarot. It is interesting and different in the sense that, you know, it also, like, what's it called? It's landscape. I didn't have any deck that's landscape position, so I was interested in that. But again, I don't know. But anyways, last deck, okay? Last deck for this video that I'm going to show today is a tarot deck that has been out forever, and I'm also not a fan of its cardstock. But once again, this theme is just like the Zodiac Tarot. I guess I'm going to have to just try to work with it. Don't know how long, but I'm going to try. This is the Mermaid Tarot. Now, it came in that obnoxious Llewellyn big box, and I said, no, and chucked the box. But this is a giant guidebook it came with. Very big. Lot to say on each of the cards. Very nice, thick, heavy feeling. That's good. Okay. The deck itself is also, unfortunately, very high gloss. And this is just a Llewellyn problem, though. US Games is not the only offender. Llewellyn is also a big offender of this. This nasty high gloss, very thin, not great, chips easy, literally feels like paper, cardstock, needs to get out of here. Llewellyn, I'm telling you too, you need to fix your cardstock. Do not keep giving us this. This is garbage. And look, one of my cards, even when I got it, this is what I mean about the cardstock being garbage. Do you see that? It's already like chipping. See that? It's chipped. I haven't really even used this deck. It's just chipped already because this cardstock is so bad. But anyways, this is a deck that I wanted to get because I know everybody's had this deck, but for some reason I guess it's because I wanted to avoid this cardstock. Didn't want to get it. I don't know why. I try to trick myself into thinking maybe this deck won't have this nasty cardstock or something. I don't know. Bought it anyways, but not the greatest. Anyways, this deck has been out a while. One of the reasons why I wanted it, though, it is diverse. Very diverse for having mermaids. Body diversity, age diversity, skin tone diversity, right? This deck is diverse. And that's what I like. It's also mermaids, and it's also ocean themed. And so for that reason, I decided to get it anyways, despite this nasty cardstock. But getting this deck confirmed for me, by the way, that Llewellyn definitely had a change in their cardstock to this shitty quality since the time of the Shadowscapes Tarot, which I also have, that doesn't have this cardstock, thank God. And the Raven's Prophecy Tarot, first printing edition, whatever, that I have of that deck, also, luckily, did not have this nasty cardstock. But other than that, Llewellyn, I'm telling you, you need to stop too. This glossy, terrible paper cardstock is garbage. Please fix yourself. I'm sorry. I'm so salty today. I'm so mean. And normally I try to be nice, but I just can't take it anymore. As someone who's autistic and has issues with glossy texture things that feel like I'm touching a photograph, I just need this to go. I need you to either give an option for every single deck to either get it in this nasty cardstock or in, I don't know, something that's better, like a linen or regular matte or something. Like, please give us the choice, or you need to just not print with this anymore. This is bad. Okay, it's bad. And even though the artwork is stunning and there's diversity and all that, and it's mermaids, there is just a part of me that's just mad This doesn't feel, luckily, even though it's high gloss, this doesn't feel as terrible as that Zodiac Tarot cardstock, but still, it's just not, that's not what I want, okay? I don't want glossy cardstock anymore. Maybe that's what I should title this video instead of recent deck roundups, but then I don't think anyone would click on this. But yeah. Anyways, on that sea salty note, I'm going to end this video. Those are the decks that I have recently added to my collection. And yeah, I hope I'm not regretting half of these. Okay, with that said, I'm going to go. Bye, everyone.